All right, good morning. It is again 6 a.m. It's kind of when I'm going to start doing these vlogs every day. Been up for about an hour and a bit, just thinking as normal, and just poured myself a coffee, come into the studio, weighed myself. So I'm weighing myself daily. Just going to be optimal measurements going on for the next few weeks. I use this Hume scales. I got it because it was kind of more in depth than just showing your weight. Apparently it does, muscle mass and body fat. I'm not quite sure how accurate that stuff is, but looked up a lot of reviews and saw a lot of great testimonials about this. I don't know if it's all accurate, but I thought I'd get it. And you basically stand on it and you pull that thing up with your hands, and it tells you a bit more than just your weight. Anyway, I'm 90 kilograms. So that's heavy. When I went down to my shred last year, I got down to about 79 kilograms. But in the last year, I've packed on a lot of muscle. Probably 2 kilos nearly of muscle over the last year, 1 to 2 kilos. And I'm probably going to look to get down, not before NECA, but my ideal would be around 82 to 84, something like that. That's probably where I want to go to. And I say probably because when I get down there, it'll depend how I feel, how I look and feel about myself. So that's the range that I'm going for. I'm 90, bang on the nose at the moment. I'm on about 1700 calories a day, 1700 calories a day. So quite low for the next 3 weeks, but smashing 200 grams of protein every day. High quality food, so not staying away from processed stuff. So satiating foods, and training twice a day. So I'm going to be doing, well, actually we're moving into doing full body workouts 3 times a week, and then mixed in with that I'll be doing the stair climber and some HIIT workouts, might even do some Pilates with my wife. That looks horrendous, but we'll see how we go, and we'll keep this vlog going. I don't know if you guys are enjoying this sort of content, but I'll be sharing a lot more behind the scenes stuff, what I actually do in my day to day, which is pretty much how you'd imagine. I just swan about. But I can share kind of my thought process behind certain things and behind the scenes stuff. And yeah, so today we've got on, I'm actually doing a HIIT workout today. It's really miserable weather. Look at this. This is outside the window there. Really, really miserable. I don't know if you can see that, but it's raining. It's raining, so it's proper UK rain. It's a bit grey this morning, so I won't be going for a run or anything like that. But we'll see. Just about to get stuck into some pre-market analysis, looking at the charts, and then I'm doing my live trading this morning. And then after that, I am doing a class actually for my Amplify guys, for my YouTube guys. So I'll take you along for a bit of that, and I'll take you into the trading as well. So just doing my market analysis, and I'm in one trade, and this is the second attempt for the same trade. And the reason being, this doesn't happen very often, but the reason being is because this is one of those big home run trades. So these are the sorts of trades that you need 1 a year, maybe 2 a year would be lovely, but these make a massive difference to your trading account. So this is something like a £36,000 trade, which is really nice, considering you're risking just over 2. So it's one of those huge runs. If you can get it, like 36 will be the best case, and that's because it will be a trailing stop method. So although I've got a profit target here, which you can see, here's the profit target. I won't be using this profit target. I'll just be putting that up at 206. 206, yeah, up here. And I'll basically be trailing my stop all the way up to this level here. So if you look at this from a reward to risk profile standpoint, it's like Let's have a look here. Yeah, it's one of those kind of anomaly trades, almost a 10-to-1 setup. You don't get those very often, they're very rare, but when they come along, you know, I don't mind taking a couple of stabs at getting involved with those because the payoff's astronomical and yeah, makes a big dent in your account, nice little bonus. So yeah, that's really all I'm on at the moment. A lot of the other stuff, we're seeing some breakouts, we're seeing some directional moves start to come into play. It's the second week in September. Now's the time where people, typically the big boys, the big players, they come back from their house in the Hamptons, they get back at their desks and they start moving the market again. Because if you look at the markets, you can see we've been in these consolidation periods for weeks and weeks and weeks over the summer. And then we start to see these breakouts. See this? So the markets start coming back to life. We break out of these zones, we start to go directional again. And this is where you can start to capitalize. The only thing I don't like about this pound yen, yes, we've broken and closed technically above these previous highs, but it's what I call a protected close. So in other words, we haven't, you know, there hasn't been a strong break and close above. They're all hidden behind these highs of previous candles that haven't broken closed above the previous highs. So I call that a protected high. So we'll see how it goes. You know, we will see. All we can do is trade the plan. But yeah, I use TradingView platform. For anyone watching this and don't know me, this is the TradingView platform and it's integrated with Trade Nation. This is my broker who's actually very, very kindly powered this whole vlog to NECA. So Trade Nation is the broker of choice for me, and TradingView is such a phenomenal platform, and the integration of the two is just perfect. Just having a conversation with someone in the trading room, and we're talking about overcomplicating financial freedom. There's like, you know, if you want to lose weight, right? It's really simple. You just have to eat less calories than you burn. That's it, right? And with financial freedom, there's the same inevitable result. There's three things you have to focus on. Increase your liquid assets, decrease or control your lifestyle expenses, and increase your leveraged income streams, right? Semi-passive income streams. That's the components, the goal, the focus, the objectives. And the facts are that if you invest 10% of your income at 10% per year, over 20 years, you'll replace your active income, and that allows for inflation. Then if you increase your savings by 10% every 3 months, and you increase your income by 10% per year, you will reduce that time from 20 years down to 8 to 10 years. And then finally, if you learn to speculate or use a skill to accelerate your returns to about 18 to 20% per year, the overall pop, you will then reduce that time down between 3 and 5 years, depending on how quickly you can do it. So it's very simple. The hard part is knowing what strategies to put in play and how it all fits together, and not knowing the numbers, not having certainty over moving what needle is doing what, or pulling what string is putting you where. That's where people get lost. So that's why I always love to have numbers. I love to have projections. I love to have certainty in whatever it is that I'm doing. And that's a like if you have certainty in what you're doing, knowing that if I do A, B, and C, I get X, Y, and Z for definite, and you've reversed engineered that whole thing, it gives you the confidence to just keep going. You know, because you know that you're getting closer and closer every time, rather than thinking, what if this doesn't work? So, yeah. Thought of the day. Just finished that. Now it's time for lunch. Cooking 240 grams of tuna, some salad with a few croutons, but no dressing, no oil or anything. Oh, and by the way, this is the book. This is the book that I was talking about. It got me in trouble. This is literally from my school. I stole this from my school in 1994, and this is the picture that got us kicked out of class. I don't know why I found it so funny, but I'm gonna take this to Necker Island. I'm gonna tell Richard this story. See what he says. There you go. 2 tuna steaks, lovely salad. It's about 60 odd grams of protein, 70 grams of protein in those 2 tuna steaks. Lovely. So the time's about 12:30, I think, and I normally, the first meal of the day is
12:30, 1 o'clock. I normally try and string it out till 1, but I'm doing a big Pilates class exercise with my wife this afternoon. So I just want a little bit, make sure I'm not, not bringing up food, but also got enough energy to get through that as well. So 12:30, and then because I'm on kind of lowish calories, it just makes it easier for me to kind of, cram more in the day, basically, in the later part of the day. After this, I try and eat as clean as possible as well. So this is tuna steak with salad, no dressings or oil, a couple of croutons. And then later I'll have either some egg whites as a snack, or a yogurt, or a protein shake, 2-scoop protein shake. And then for dinner, I'll have like another dense protein source with like rice or something, because I train in the morning tomorrow. So if I'm training in the morning, I eat carbs at night, and if I train in the afternoon, I eat more carbs in the afternoon or in the morning. So typically, not all the time. And then yeah, it just allows me to kind of eat a lot more in the later part of the day, and it's working. It works for me anyway. So actually, that lunch was about 527 calories, and it was 83 grams of protein. So that is a massive boost of protein, half my daily fat, 16 grams of carbs. So not many carbs, but yeah, it's looking good. So tonight I have most of my carbs at night, and then I'll double this protein for dinner, and then I'll have a snack top up with like a double scoop protein shake or something like that, or a yogurt. Right after lunch, I take vitamins, and the vitamins that I take primarily are biotin, hair and nails, zinc. I usually save these before I go to bed, but I take 3 of those, one of those, krill oil, vitamin C, vitamin D3, omega-3, vitamin B complex, and there's one other one which I take for my hair as well. And I just bang those down after I've eaten. So today is Wednesday. Yeah.
Like with your magic, I'm whatever we do together. Like there's got to be. I just want everything, mate. Not just from a knowledge perspective, but from a delivery perspective.
Yeah.
Jason, if anything ever crops up, you think, you know what?
All right, it's 10 to 4. And I've just been checking through my trades. Trade that I had on was on the on the pound yen, and it hasn't really moved, to be honest. It's just where it was. So not too much movement in there. There's a lot of directional movement in the markets today, but it's kind of dust settling. I need a pullback for a setup, or I need, just a bit more of a correction before I can start looking for entry techniques and stuff. So it's a bit quiet, but tomorrow we've got a big event that I'm going to take you to. I'm running a trading event it's basically to help traders develop confidence trading live. There's a massive difference between trading demo and trading live, so I'm going to be doing that. And I was just wrapping up some bits and pieces. Protein shake, 10 to 4. This is a protein shake. It's 2 scoops of protein, 1 banana, 10 blueberries, and a load of ice crushed up. Lovely. It's actually really nice. There's a lot of horrible protein powders, let's be honest, but this one is the Applied Nutrition Critical Whey banana, and that seems to be an all-time favourite of mine. And I was just thinking about the NECA trip, and I was thinking about my family. This is going to be the first time or the longest time that I've ever been away from my family, from my wife, from my kids. And I'm quite an introverted person, so when I go away and do events and stay away and that, I really do miss home. When my wife stays away, or my kids are out the house, or my family are away,
I struggle to sleep sometimes. Maybe that probably stems back from, my childhood and all the rest of it. But being away for a week, it's not just being away for a week, it's being that far away for a week. Doesn't sound like a long time, but it's definitely a long time. It takes a lot for me to, I built my life so it could be perfect for me. So I'm living my perfect life. It takes a lot for anything to get a priority over that. So, yes, going to spend a week with great entrepreneurs, Richard Branson, Necker Island, all that kind of stuff. Still, there's still a thought in my mind that when I'm there, I definitely will still miss home, for sure. And it's going to be a challenge just being away from them for a week. So see how that goes. But I'm going to finish my protein shake, and then it's time for the gym. Before I go to the gym, I'll share with you. We just got this through. This is the official NECA Strive itinerary, basically. So this is what we're going to get up to. So it says it's 74 acres. Beautiful place. But basically, it's saying on Tuesday, the 7th of October, we go there. Welcome. First night in Paradise, so a bit of a dinner, a bit of a chill, and then we kick straight off, right? So it's all early stuff, 5:30 a.m, so nothing really new for me. In fact, it's a bit of a lay-in. Grab breakfast, okay, and it's a kind of breakfast on the go, because 6 a.m. you start the hike. So it's like a half hour, grab something to eat, and then start the hike. And this is going to be a massive hike. And then 12 p.m, lunch, and then you go back to NECA, and then you do all the kind of masterminding stuff. And then on Thursday, the 9th, it's 5:30 breakfast, grab and go breakfast, sail, right? And paddle garter, kayaks and things like that. And then back, beach walk. Next day, we've got breakfast, 5:30 a.m, 6:15, cycle and snorkel the baths. Okay, so that's a cycling event. And then the next day, on the 11th, we've got a lay-in, 6:30 breakfast, swim to Mosquito. Here's the small print, right? That is a 4.5 kilometer swim in the shark-infested sea. So no wonder they're giving you a little bit of a lay-in, right? We've got to swim 4.5k. That's about a 2.5 hour swim in the sea. I don't know how I'm going to get on with that. I just have no flipping idea how I'm going to cope with that. I'm not a very good swimmer. And then 12th of October, kangaroo yoga, water sports morning, lunch, beach Olympics, tennis, right? All this kind of stuff, well-being, group reflections, and then we go home on the 13th. And we've just been given this list of stuff that we need to get. So they will be providing some like long sleeve jerseys and stuff like that, cycle tops, running vests. I suppose that's all Strive kind of branded. But then in addition to this, I got to get all this stuff. Now, luckily, I've got some of this stuff. I got some goggles when I was in Ibiza, but I've got to get some. I'm definitely going to get a wetsuit because of the buoyancy. But trainers, I'll get some new trainers, get some new socks. Got a brand new helmet the other day, actually, so I've already got that. Cycling gloves, got all that. Got all the cycling stuff. Camelback, definitely. Just ordered one of those. So we just got the Camelback. I got one of these ones. So this is the Camelback that I'm taking with me. It's just a small 2-litre Camelback, so I can have water on me all the time. And yeah, it says cash. There is a $10 environmental tax on arrival, for example, so I suppose you have to take some dollars. Sunscreen, eye mask, earplugs, toiletries, blah 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 blah. Passport, yeah, all that stuff. So yeah, got to basically get on Amazon and get a load of this stuff before we go. It's no joke though, is it? I mean, it's yeah, told you, it's not just going to be swanning about with cocktails and in your pants. It's pretty full on. And as I say, the idea is that by the time you come to Mastermind, you come from a place of gratitude and
empathy, and it just bonds you closer with the people taking part, right? Because if you're helping someone swim 4.5K and you're egging them on, you know, you're going to have a different conversation with them around business or solving problems in the world and challenges and things like that later on. So really, really good. Really looking forward to it. So yeah, going to finish my tea and then we're going to go to the gym. Don't know whether I'm going to do Pilates with my wife or I'm going to lift some weights. Probably lift weights, but yeah. Basically, I've got a day where I can choose whether to do weight training or whether to do Pilates. It's just a bit of activity. Tomorrow doing a event in London, then I'll do a full-blown session tomorrow evening. Friday, I'll have a rest, maybe just do a run, and then Saturday, really, really tough session. So, yeah. Finish this, go in the gym. Chest, triceps, and yeah, finished on some core stuff. So that's it for now. I'm going to get some, I'm doing a presentation tomorrow, so I'm going to get that prepared. Have some dinner with a family, and then settle down, wind down. Last meal of the day. This is 200 mils of egg whites with 2 whole eggs, half a pack of rice with some onion and some salad. So yeah, that will still leave me about 300 calories left, about 165 protein. So I'll have a yogurt later, 25 gram protein yogurt, which will get me to about 185 grams, 190 grams of protein. And there's about 166 calories in that, so under 1600 calories still for the day, which is mega low, but yeah, getting the carbs in, a few carbs. Probably could have had more rice, but there you have it. So it is 9:10, just finished up my slides and what I'm going to talk about tomorrow at the trading event, and then yeah, got to get up, do some trading, go to London for the day. And yeah, I'll take you along with me and show you what that's all about. Ethan's coming with me as well, so he's going to be doing some filming. So yeah, another day. Let's go to bed, get some sleep. See you tomorrow. Alright, good morning. It is about 7:10, I think. I'm just about to start diving into my trading. Still in the pound yen trade from yesterday. I'll show you that right now. Let me just turn the camera around. This is the trade that I'm in, so it's now in the green, which is a good sign. Just want to break this high at 201. That'll be the move, right? Whoops, accidentally hit the disconnect button. But yeah, if we can break that to that level, we'll be onto a winner, I think, or at least we'll be locking in profits rather than, you know, facing a losing trade. So that's good. Done some slides for the trader event. It's really geared at helping traders gain confidence in trading live, particularly because there's a massive difference between trading live and not trading live, trading dummy money. And I'll share the insights with you on that as we do the event, because I've got a good list of things. So there'll be a big educational lesson there for traders later on today. Ethan is just having some breakfast. I'm going to do some trading, drink my coffee, get on the train. My wife's going to drop us to Gatwick. Delegate the driving. And then we'll get the train up to London Bridge and then a taxi to Dysart Street, where it's the 8 Club. It's in the members club, so it's going to be nice and intimate as well. And yeah, let's look forward to another day. I'm documenting mistakes, trades on a weekly basis. Yeah, so a big part of what I'm going to be covering at the Trade Live with Confidence is the journaling process, because that's key, right? I've tried to pick out what I believe, if you master these things, you will be able to trade live with confidence, and that's a big part of them. Any way to ease the transition? Yeah, there is. Basically, you have to be in a group Okay, so accountability, right? Trading is not normal, right? So trading isn't normal. You don't, and when I say normal, you don't know many people that trade properly, professionally. So being in a group of people is probably one of the best things, because you've got that kind of sense check. But you can take it a step further, not just being in a group, but actually throw your trades out to the group that you're looking at before you take them. So we're at the venue now. This is the venue. We'll be talking to about 70 or 80 people on Trading Live, Confidence Trading Live. All set up. Ethan's been setting up. We've done a sound check as well. We've got the camera over here. Going to be doing some filming as well. So yeah, and basically it's just going to be a really intimate little workshop where traders get to come and network, ask each other questions, feel like they're not the only one, basically. And then there's some drinks and some food and stuff like that. Going to do a load of Q&A. So yeah, it's going to be a good one. And there should be a lot of great content to come out of this as well that I can share on my platforms and the rest of it. And Trade Nation are here as well, so they're going to be answering all technical questions with platform integration, with TradingView and order placement, any queries that people have got over the risk of their money when they put orders into the market, because that's important as well. You get the most confidence placing trades when you've got confidence in the safety of your money, and that's what it's all about. So yeah, gonna finish getting set up and crack on.
Trade Nation, I was supposed to fit yourself, you've got 2 servers, you remember some members. Yeah, so
Good. Just got back home after speaking at the event for, I think, about 4 hours I was talking for, so my voice has held up, but it's definitely going. Glad to be home. Really, really good event. Loads of people, came up to me and told me how valuable they found it, and it was all about, it was really heavily focused on psychology. So, it shows the importance. People were really leaning into what I was talking about, asking loads and loads of questions. And yeah, it's great to just be in a room full of people who make you feel like you're not, abnormal. So really, really good event, good feedback, and just got in, making a tea. Yeah, I'm just gonna chill out because it's a bit of a busy one. So I just got to check on the pound yen trade, which we were checking on live during the event. But I'll double check on that. There was some news out today, so I was checking it live at the event whilst the news announcements were coming through. But yeah, just check on that and then I'll be wrapped up for the evening. I haven't trained today. I've done a lot of steps and stuck to the nutrition. I still got some protein to get down, but I will I'll be training hard in the morning. We're doing a special double workout tomorrow and then Tough Mudder on Saturday. So kind of makes up for missing the training session today. So yeah, go have the tea. He always free. So we had some news out earlier today, which we were keeping an eye on, and prices moved back down into. We put in a new high, and then we pushed down into previous structure zone. Now we've broken that 201 level though. That's a really good indication that there's a high probability we're going to see a continuation up. So as I said, I'll be trailing stops on this one, and hopefully this trade might go on for a while. As I say, I'm looking for a move up to 206, so long way to go, but it's looking promising, right? If I do get stopped out of this again, I won't be re-entering. That'll be it, unless there's another reason for me to enter later on, but that'll be it. And yeah, just got, basically it's evening now, and just ready to go to bed. I was considering going to do another stair climber, but I'm not gonna. I'm really tired. We'll do a double session tomorrow, and then Tough Mudder Saturday. So yeah, that'll be enough. And I'll probably go gym after Tough Mudder as well. So yeah, all in all, really good day. Massive, hats off to Trade Nation. They were the broker that they hosted the event today. They were there, they laid on food and drink and everything, answered questions, gave people certainty and confidence around orders, what actually happens with their money behind the scenes. And yeah, great support from those guys, so top job. And yeah, I think that's me over and out. If you want to keep up to date with this vlog, make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you're not already. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow.